CTV Calgary, local breaking news.
Good afternoon. The number of UCP MLAs facing recall petitions has now climbed to 14. And one Alberta cabinet minister is being questioned about the claims in his official response. In his letter to Elections Alberta, Service Alberta Minister Dave Nally claims a left-wing activist group is behind the recall attempt. But Joshua Eberhardt, who is pushing Nally's recall effort, says he's just a regular citizen. Nally also claims Eberhardt does not vote in provincial elections. As an MLA, Nally does have access to the official voters list, but it is unusual to share that information publicly.
This is clearly a case of a left-wing activist group, Alberta Resistance, that is using recall, that is weaponizing it to force a general election.
Okay, we're going to take one more.
Why are you attacking the man's voting record? Also, he tells me it's not true that he does actually vote in provincial elections.
Okay, I'm not going to comment on any specifics.
Josh Eberhardt lives in St. Albert and says he did vote in the last provincial election. He says he was motivated to launch a recall because of the government's use of the notwithstanding clause.
When I first filed, I think Dale had a response that this was a well-funded, well-organized organization, and my wife kind of cracked a joke. She's like, "You're not well-organized or well-funded." So, no, it's just me.
The UCP claims these recalls contradict the spirit of the legislation. Elections Alberta says the approved applications meet the requirements set out by the province's own legislation. 2 people are in hospital with serious injuries after a crash between a semi and an SUV this morning. Emergency crews arrived to the crash at 52nd Street and 61st Avenue Southeast shortly after 8:40 a.m. 2 passengers were seriously injured and required help to get out.
To my understanding, the patients were severely injured and had varying degrees of consciousness on our crew's arrival. So that's where, being able to extricate them safely and quickly and get them to be transported to give them all of the best chances.
The driver of the SUV and the semi suffered minor injuries. The intersection was shut down as police investigated. Canadian curling legend Colleen Jones has died. Jones won her first Canadian Women's Curling Championship in 1982 and went on to win 6 Scotties titles. The Halifax curler also dominated the World Championships in 2001 and 2004. Jones was inducted into Canada's Sports Hall of Fame and named to the Order of Canada. She was diagnosed with cancer in early 2023 and passed away this morning. Colleen Jones was 65. Town halls are happening today for the thousands of nursing care workers who will soon vote on a tentative agreement.
Our unity and our determination brought AHS right to the edge, and they chose not to jump.
AUPE represents about 16,000 workers, including licensed practical nurses, healthcare aides, and operating room technicians. The agreement includes a base wage increase of 12% over 4 years, plus more in market adjustments. Today's town hall will answer any questions that workers have about the deal. Cochrane's Good Vibes memory choirs are making a difference for people living with memory loss or dementia.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day.
The choirs are an initiative by artistic director Erica Fairberg. She says the initial choir was so popular they had to make room for a second one, which boosts them to 85 members. The choir started as a research project in Victoria, BC, to study how the brain reacts to singing individually compared to a group environment.
So the research that we did showed that the cortisol levels go down when we sing together, that there are positive neurotransmitters that are increased in our brain, so things like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, which is like a cuddle hormone, they call it. And so the social aspect of singing is really important for developing new neural pathways.
Not only is there a noticeable difference in participants as they leave practice, caregivers say many of the singers are eating and sleeping better too. The choirs do have an upcoming performance in Cochrane on December 12th and 13th. Big Valley Jamboree has released its lineup for next year's event. Country superstar Keith Urban will headline along with Old Dominion and Riley Green. This is the 34th year for the weekend-long festival in Camrose. In addition to all the performers, attendees can also look forward to the kickoff party on Thursday and the official after party. The festival runs from July 30th to August 2nd. Tickets and camping passes are available at bigvalleyjamboree.com. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on the top stories coming up on CTV News at 5 and 6 or anytime online at ctvnews.ca/Calgary.